From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
The Reno City Council has approved a motion to allow tax increment financing for the Grand Sierra Resort's expansion project. What's next for that plan is coming up.
Plus, the conclave to elect a new pope continues today. How long the process could take? Straight ahead.
A cool and calm start to the morning, but a warm day ahead with sunshine continuing. The haze is clear, but now warm temperatures in the forecast. More details right around the corner.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for starting your Thursday with us. I'm Kyle Lauder.
And I'm Faith Justice. So glad to be with you this morning. The conclave to elect a new pope gets back underway today at the Sistine Chapel.
So this morning, black smoke emerged from the chimney over St. Peter's Square, which means no new pope has been elected yet. CBS News' Tina Kraus has more from the Vatican as more votes are expected later today.
The search for a new pontiff resumes today with 133 cardinals back inside the Sistine Chapel casting secret votes. This morning, black smoke again billowed from the Sistine Chapel chimney, signaling no new pope has been elected.
Do they have 20 votes, 10 votes?
Columnist Michael Sean Winters predicts a new pope could be chosen by tomorrow, with multiple rounds of votes happening today.
There's 2 ballots in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. I think things usually shake out on that third ballot. Then you really have a sense of who are the contenders, who has the momentum.
In the field of candidates, experts have pointed out 3 prospective frontrunners: Cardinals Pietro Parolin of Italy, Luis Antonio Tagle of the Philippines, and Pier Battista Pizzaballa of Jerusalem. In addition to the growing anticipation here in St. Peter's Square, the drama of the centuries-old papal conclave is spilling into the digital world, with contenders drawing millions of dollars in online gambling wagers.
People like to place bets, and so an industry will feed that desire. Doesn't mean that the bookmakers who are putting out these odds necessarily have any greater insight than you and I.
For now, the eyes of the faithful and those around the world stay fixed on the Sistine Chapel until that white smoke appears, marking the election of a new pope. Tina Kraus, CBS News, the Vatican.
The last 3 popes have been elected within 2 days of voting, but if no new pontiff is chosen after a third day, the cardinals are expected to pause the conclave for a day of prayer and discussion.
All right, we're all staying tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's get a check on your weather forecast with meteorologist Barrett Vinson. Good morning, bud.
Top of the morning to you. Beautiful day ahead, too. Warmer than what we've seen all week. So
that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice out with sunshine continuing and cool and calm start to the morning so far. Clear skies out there kicking off the morning with highs close to 50s. 49 degrees right now and only increasing from here for a warm day ahead. 70s right around lunchtime and then increasing to the 80s shortly after that. With a warm day in store, highs in the 80s and only increase from here, with warm air continuing to press in off of the southwest as that high pressure ridge takes over the west. But look out for that low pressure trough. You can see all that colder air off to the Pacific that will track in starting next week with a cooling trend. But before that, warm temperatures continue today with highs in the 80s. 81 degrees takes over this afternoon with sunshine and a light breeze to go with it. The next 5 days will have temperatures close to records Friday and Saturday before seeing 70s return Sunday on Mother's Day. But increased wind speeds will be expected for a breezy Mother's Day with highs in the 70s. A cold start to next week as well, with 50s taking over for the beginning of the week. Clear skies though today on the radar this morning. That'll be the case throughout the day with plenty of sunshine on the way. A few clouds off to the Sierra and about a 10% chance of showers to the high peaks to our south over the California-Nevada border over by Mono County. Lower elevations will be seeing maybe a few outflows from this, but if these track into lower elevations, they'll weaken out quite quickly.
No, thanks, Barrett. Plans are moving forward for the Grand Sierra Resort's billion-dollar expansion project. The Reno City Council passed a motion yesterday to allow the GSR to use tax increment financing for part of the project. That would allow some of the property taxes that are raised over the years to be reinvested into the project. But it's only based on the future increase in property taxes, so it's not guaranteed.
Riskier, no question about it, but I believe in the city, and I believe in my investment, and I believe in GSR and the people here.
The GSR's first phase of its expansion includes a new 10,000-seat arena that the Nevada men's basketball team will use. Murillo says they'll be breaking ground on phase 1 of the project in June.
In Nevada, Director of Athletics Stephanie Rempe gave her thoughts on the City Council's decision. In a statement, Rempe says in part, quote, "This state-of-the-art facility will elevate basketball to new heights and solidifies Nevada's college town as a big-time destination," end quote.
We have new details for you on a kidnapping arrest that happened in Fernley earlier this week, you might recall. The Lyon County Sheriff's Office is revealing the events leading up to the alleged kidnapping and the subsequent arrest.
So as we've been reporting, the Sheriff's Office found 3 kids inside of a crawl space at a home on Johnson Lane near Southwest Street. Deputies identified Guillermo Boites Saavedra as the suspect and later arrested him. Now, Sheriff Brad Pope says it all started around 6 p.m. on Tuesday when Saavedra approached the 3 kids at a neighborhood park and immediately became aggressive.
Slapped one of them in the face and started threatening, basically said he was a cartel member.
Saavedra told the kids they were going for a walk and to act normal and not look at any cars. He then allegedly led the kids to his home and made them get into the backyard, where officers say he started beating the kids with a broken rake handle and a hand scythe. Afterwards, the kids were forced into the crawl space. One of them called 911 while inside. Deputies tracked their phone, arrested Saavedra, and sent the kids to the hospital. It's unknown if Saavedra and the victims knew each other.
And Washoe County deputies have arrested a suspect after a deadly fight in Sun Valley that happened back in late April. Deputies say the fight broke out on West Leonesio Drive in Sun Valley on April 28th. One person did die and another was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. Nathan Crawl has been booked into the Washoe County Detention Facility on an open murder charge with a deadly weapon. Now, this investigation is currently ongoing.
And a developing story here. A person is dead after a crash instead. It happened a little after noon yesterday on Moya Boulevard near Lear Boulevard. Reno police say a car was speeding when it rear-ended a box truck. The driver was hospitalized but later passed away. Police say he was not wearing a seatbelt. His identity has not yet been released.
And coming right up on 2 News Nevada this morning.
The Federal Reserve is holding interest